Now let's talk about application discovery service. So using application discovery service, we will enable ADS and enable Athena integration for analyzing the data on the ADS, and then install the ADS agents in the server, and then we will start data collections, and then we will browse the discovered data and view network connections of the servers and explore EC2 instance recommendations. So in this video, I'm going to cover this one. Athena part I'll cover in next video. So I hope you understand the concept in this, and let's get back to our practical. So we are into this stack, and next part is to deploy the let's deploy the agents. And if we go to our migration hub, so migration hub is the tool that are used for monitoring the migration of all the resources. So this migration is a one destination for migration and modernization. So here this will be a tool that are used for monitoring purpose and all those status, grouping the applications, to watch the data that we are collecting. So once this is ready, then we will once we deploy the agents, then when we go to data collectors, then we will see all those servers over here. So let's go to our environment. And so when we deploy this, when we send commands to the agents to collect the data, it will start collecting the data, and this will collect like system specifications, time series utilization, performance data, network connection, process data. So this will collect a lot of data that will be helpful for analyzing the servers and planning the migration. So that's quite helpful, and so more and more data that is possible to gather, so that makes our migration smooth. So next part is to create AWS credentials for ADS credentials. So the username that will be used for deploying the agents and keys, because it's recommended that you should not use the root account. So as per our recommendations, we will create separate account. So if you go to if you are not sure how to create these users and not sure about roles and responsibilities, and you should follow basic chapters how to create users and access the IAM. So don't directly jump to these advanced concepts of migration and all these things. So if you're not sure about creating instances or creating network connections or network infrastructure or any identity and access management, so I would recommend first go to those basic concepts. So clear those basic concepts and then understand how we are creating infrastructure and various network components, else you won't get the clear your concepts for migration, because in this migration we are talking at very high level and concentrating more on migration. So next step is that we need to check out the ADS credentials. So here you can either create your own account also in case it's not present. So in case it's created, so I'll guide you with that also. So let's go to identity and access management. So here I'm into identity and access management. So if we go to users, so I already have one ADS IAM user created. So you can also create that user, add user, and you can do add required permissions for this group. So for this you can add all these application discovery agent access, migration hub discovery access, and application discovery services full access. So this role can be can have all that access for collecting the data and for migration of the data. So for this we need our security credentials also. So you need to so once user is created, you need to download the access keys for that user, because that key will be used while deploying the agent. So if it is before created also, you can use that also, or you can create new also. So if you want to delete any previous keys, this is how you can do it. Just deactivate the key, and you can delete the keys also. So that's how, if keys are not used, again, recommended practice, delete them. So create access key. So you can download the CSV also, or you can copy it also. So let's copy it in our credentials. So this is our security credentials and access key ID. So I'll let you know where we are going to use this. So just ensure that you download this key. So that's how, again, if you take down the permissions that we are going to add this, you need to add this discovery agent access hub, migration hub discovery access, and application discovery services full access. So you can add these in case this user is not created while deploying this stack. So that's not a problem. So let's get back and let's see the next steps and deploy the agents. So we have let's now, next step is install the agents on the servers. So if we go to migration hub, so here you can enable Athena migration also. So once servers are shown over here, then you can select and enable that. So in this migration hub, if we go to enable data export to Athena, so let's go to data collectors and in agents. So here you can enable Athena export. So from here, if you enable this, so you understand the costing, and this not very expensive. So this is quite important aspect of migration. So all that data will be stored in in the S3. So some minimal charges will be there for data storage in S3. So select this and enable data exploration, because that's quite important to analyze the data. So select this and enable data exploration into Athena. So this will start your Athena export. So once we install the agents, so then all that data will be available over there. So also one more thing, if we go to settings, you can select your region also. So in which, so migration home region, select your US West, Oregon, and select that while using the migration hub for the first time. So enable this home region for this, because this migration hub is not available in all the regions. So this is available in specific regions only. So select your region, home region specifically, and move forward. So in this, I would recommend to use the US West for this demo purposes, and later you can change that also. So this is one. So let's move forward and deploy the agents on the servers. So next step is download and install the server. So these are the commands that we are going to use. So to install the agent, we need to use access key. So copy this access ID and paste it into the command. So this will be used to install the agent. So this is the same one that we created it. So we will use these commands. So let's go to our Bastion host and access our our instances that are there. So this is our Bastion host, and let's connect to our servers. So here all these settings are already in place, the obvious DV, web, and this one. So if we connect this, yes. So username was password, and username is user, password is admin123 that we selected during that time. So this is our off biz. So new connection, new session. Let's create off biz also, admin123. So we have connected off biz DB and our off biz web. So this is off biz application components. So let's connect to our WordPress DB admin123. So we have connected WordPress DB also. So let's create new session and access the WordPress application. Yes, admin123. So we have connected our servers. So let's deploy the agents now. So let's download the agent on DB. So let's download the agents on all the servers. So this is a small agent and that can be downloaded quickly. Let's unzip it. Run the same command on all the servers. So that's okay. So let's now install the agent. So let's install the agents on Office DB. Okay, so you can finish phase. So this is ready. So in this, let's install it on this also. Install on WordPress DB. Install on WordPress application. So we have deployed the agent. So if we go back to our migration hub, so all these agents will be available over there. So I am here into migration hub. So if we go to our data collectors, so let's go to data collectors and agents. So if we refresh by date, so today's date is this one. So these are the servers that are there, that 4 servers on which we have deployed the agent. And if we see the IP addresses, we can see that in our EC2 instances also. So if we go to EC2 instances, so this takes a little bit of time to like 5-10 minutes to gather the data. So if we go to our WordPress, so these are the IP addresses for our servers, like 114, and for web 187. So these are the instances that are shown over there. So similarly, also in case of on-premises, you will see like this only. So the IP addresses of the instances. So if we go to migration hub, so let's see when data is migrated. So let's go to data collectors and agents. So after some time, this will be shown as healthy, and then we can start exploring the data. So currently data is agents are running, so, and data collection has already started automatically, and this will export the data to Athena, and healthy collecting the data. And once this is done, then we can start analyzing the data. So just for review purposes, so application discovery, we have enabled AWS user Athena integration, installed the agents, and data collection has been started. So this will take some time, then we start browsing the discovered data. So I hope you clear with the things that we have covered so far. So just for review purposes, this is the bastion host. We are accessing application server for WordPress, WordPress DB, or Viz application. So we are using our migration hub, ADS, and deployed the agents on all these servers. Deployed the agents on application, database, and agent of Viz application server database. So now the replication has started, and all this communication is encrypted. So from security perspective, the data is being replicated, and all the data will be shown in the migration hub. So everything is secure from a security point of view. All this data will be encrypted. So I hope you understand the concepts, install the agents, and now we are accessing our migration hub and to monitor the data and sync the data and forward the data to Athena for analyzing it. So far, I think concepts are clear, and let's go back to our console and see the status of discovery of agents. So you can refresh this. So the agents are still running. So this will take some time. So once this is ready, then we will go to servers. And here we can see the servers that are there for today. So this one is the servers that we are talking about. Application. So I'll pause this video for some time, and for the time being, let's note down the IP addresses for our instances to identify these servers. So very important. So we are talking about DB 114. So this is our WordPress DB. So moving to next instance, WordPress web server. WordPress web. Office web 99. And Office DB. So this will be easy for us to identify the servers. So let's get back to our migration hub and see the status of servers, agents, data collectors, agents. So if we see by date, so for the time being, I'll pause this video. So once this is complete, I'll resume it. Okay, guys. So I am into migration hub. So as per our IP addresses that we noted down, so all those servers 178, 99, 187, 114. So they are replicating the data, and their health is into running. So they will keep on collecting the data. So this is for today's date. So by this time they have almost collected the data, and now let's move to servers, and there we will see analysis of the servers, and so these are the 4 servers. So as a part of our practical stuff that we are going through, so these are the servers high level architecture diagram, and we have collected the data, and let's now browse the discovered data and view the network connections and recommendations. So in this part, I'll cover these things, and also the grouping of applications. So these things we will cover in this. So if we take a look at on-premises web server, so this is all the data that is collected by ADS, application discovery agent. So all this operating system name, number of CPUs, network cards, free disk, total disk size, total RAM, and all these details. So and apart from that, we have a performance information. So usage, average, maximum, RAM usage, IOPS, and network reads, network writes. So all these things are very informative, and quite good information is there when we talk about the server existing performance and match the same performance when we are creating that on the AWS cloud. So we can think about recommendations of the instances over the cloud. So once you get all this data, that can be analyzed, and based on that we can suggest all that. So this is all about the server's basic information. So let's move to network part. So this is the information of one server in this, and if we select this server, so network part, it shows all the different IP address, operating system, and inbound ports on this server. So network parts show all those details, and similarly, if we go to another server, so this is showing the connections to all those different servers. So if we go back to servers and servers, yeah. So on-premises WordPress web, and DB server. So this is database server. So again, a lot of information about IOPS, RAM usage, and network connection. So network, it will show a little bit different ports. So 5432 and 22 for SSH and 5432. So it's also showing. So once I'm moving this port, so you can see the change in the updation. So if I move my mouse to 22 port, so it's showing from where connections are made. So this is how it shows all those details for this. So this is our Bastion host. 552.137.137.18. So 137. So yeah, it will show the connections from that. So that this is the internal IP. Let me find that. Yes, 0.72. So from 0.72, this one is this. So from 0.72, it's showing all those connections. So if I move to 22, it's showing from there. And for 5432, it's showing from different servers. So that's how. So for this application service, so this is the database for off-wedge application. So it's showing the connections from their server, from web server. So this gives a lot of information for all what connections are being made and all those details. So if we select a number of servers, then it will again show quite interesting informations out of it. So if we see, if I select all these and click on visualize network, so this will again show all those in detail. So I hope you will be able to see. So you can see this. So this is on premises of which DB, that the same server I was showing you before, and this of which application 8443. So it's on published on that port. WordPress web server 22 and 80 port. So where all the connections are being made, and database for WordPress 3306. So these are different type of databases that are there in the practical. So a lot of information is there in this. So also one more thing I want to show is that we can group these servers also, like select this server, and then if we go to WordPress database, select this server and group as application. So here we can mention that WordPress application. So that's how we can describe this, the web and database. We can create a group of these applications. Also for this, if we select this server and this one, let's unselect this server, unselect this one, this is selected, so select this server, select, unselect. So let's group another application, group as application of Wiz app, of Wiz web and database. So that's how you group the applications in the bigger environment, so that it'll be more informative to us. So if we go to applications, we can see all those applications. If we go to WordPress, so this will show all those servers in there. So this is again quite informative, and when you see there and servers, so a lot of information is there. You can get all the informations over there. So also it will be uploaded here of which servers are part of which application, and all those details. So I covered the discovery of data that we collected it, and network part. So in network part we can see all those different connections, so quite informative. So after this also we can see EC2 recommendations. So here if we select based on average utilization, so they will suggest the different type of servers that are there, and then you can export the recommendation. So this will download another Excel sheet. So from there you can analyze which server is there and what all details are there. So in that, so you can watch that. So by clicking on the export recommendation, you can download the recommendation. So if when you click on this, you will download. So you will see this kind of Excel sheet that's downloaded. So here again, you will get a lot of information about the host name, the operating system, all in detail, the version of the operating system. So number of CPUs and number of so all this details there, the RAM size that is there, so that is also there. If we scroll down to right, so this is the recommendation that I was talking about on AWS. So they suggest, okay, as per the utilization and requirements, so this server are being suggested for creation on the AWS. So when we are migrating the servers from on-premises to AWS, we can use these servers to host those servers to be migrated on AWS. So all those details are there. So from here you can get all those details are there. So this is on demand basis. So as per the requirement, you can select different reservations, whether it's on demand or reserve prices. So you can do that. So these are the options I was pricing models that I was talking about. So that's again a lot of information that make the migration smooth, and and get more information. So that was about the viewing of. So we have almost covered a lot of things in this. We have installed ADS, started data collection, browsed the discovered connections, viewing network connections, and explored EC2 recommendations. So that was it for this part about ADS, data being discovered, and exploring the EC2 recommendations. So I think the current practical, we have covered a lot of things. So in the next practical, I will talk about exploring the database data that we collected so far into AWS Athena. So I hope that will be again quite informative. So let's see you in the next video. I'm just avoiding to not to create lengthy videos, and short videos I'm covering it. So I'm stopping this video currently. So in case you have any doubts about any topic or any option or anything, just mention your questions in the comments or in the comments of this video, or also you can ping me on my email ID. I'll try to resolve your queries. I can expect a lot of queries will be there, but don't hesitate to ping me. Thank you.